are so pretty, 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 pretty. Baby girl, you are so pretty, pretty, pretty.
Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. In today's video, I'm going to be sharing some tips and some advice on 2024 because 2024 is all about leveling up. There were some things that I went through in 2023 that I could have avoided if I knew these things, and now that I know these things, 2024 is going to be even better. So go ahead and get you a drink, get you a cup of coffee, curl up on your bed, get a notepad to write these things down. There are 10 things I'm going to be sharing in this video, and let's get right into it, you guys. Okay, first thing I want to touch on is spending too much time on social media. Now, social media can be a great thing, especially if you're an influencer like me. I spend a lot of time on there, but we don't want to abuse the power that we have to use social media. And what I mean by abuse is just spending way too much time that is actually depleting our mental health instead of making it greater. I feel like the more time I would spend on social media not being productive, I just found myself to be more sad and kind of in just like a gloomy mood, or my self-esteem maybe would go down if I would like compare my life or myself to other women or other people in general, and that can be really toxic and unhealthy. And also just taking a break every now and then from social media, like either whether that's deleting the app, turning off your phone, and just getting some screen time away. And you can actually, if you have an iPhone, you can go on and see how much time you're actually spending on social media. And every single time I go and check my screen time, I'm actually embarrassed. Because why am I on it that much? So that is the first thing. Second thing is self-harm or anything destructive physically or mentally. Say, for example, you like to drink alcohol. If you like to drink alcohol, that's fine from time to time, but if you're getting into the habit where you're doing it too much, it's actually becoming mentally and physically damaging to your health. And that is a habit that we need to stop in 2024. Self-harm could be anything. Self-harm could be spending too much time on your phone. It could be bringing yourself down or being too hard on yourself. We're stopping all of those negative things and moving on to a more positive era in our life. That brings me into number 3, which is negative self-talk. Practice being kinder to yourself. So one thing that I've really struggled with in 2023 as I was going through trials and tribulations, I really started to bring myself down for any mistakes that I would make, no matter how bad they were. I would always just kind of beat myself up over them. And it's okay to acknowledge that you did something wrong, but that doesn't define, the mistake you made doesn't define who you are. What defines who you are is like what you learn from it and how you grow from it. If you keep making the same mistake, then you're obviously not growing or learning. But just because you made a mistake, it doesn't mean you need to like rain down on yourself. We all need to practice being more gentle and kind to ourselves, because the truth is we are all imperfect humans. Going on your phone first thing when you wake up. First thing when I wake up now, I either pray or I go and make breakfast, or I just go ahead and get ready for the day, or I'll do like yoga or some stretches. It's just really, really good for your mental stability, and it's really good to get into the habit of not going on your phone first thing in the morning. I mean, granted, if you have like an alarm, that's an exception. In 2023, I noticed that like the first thing I would do in the morning is just like go on Instagram, which is fine, but I don't know how productive that is, and I just feel way more productive when I spend my mornings like at least the first 5 minutes doing something that is healthy and has nothing to do with my phone. Depending on others for happiness. Be content with yourself. Let's say someone does something rude to you that is normally nice to you, and it just completely brings you down. That is the stuff that would happen to me in 2023. Someone would do something out of pocket and then I would feel bad about myself. But the truth is that I don't need them to be nice to me all the time or constantly spread positivity for me to be content and happy with myself. I can make myself happy. I don't have to depend on others to do the right thing, honestly, because the truth is that, like I said, humans are imperfect and they're going to continue to screw us over, but we can't really depend on that. The only person that we can always 100% 24/7 depend on is ourselves. You are the most important person in your life. You should be. Okay, number 7, caring what others think. Practice not giving a Okay, now this is a hard one. I feel like we all struggle with, like, especially while you're young and growing, it is hard not to like get in your head about what other people are thinking about you. I remember when I was first starting my influencer journey and I was still in high school, I was like super worried about what my classmates or just the people that were already following me, which were from my high school, would think or say about me, or honestly just unfollow me. And the truth is they did, but then I gained a whole nother audience that actually loves me and supports me and actually enjoys my content. But I really struggled with like posting and being consistent because I was so worried about what other people would think, or whether people would think I was annoying for posting all the time, or think that I'm just too much or coming on too strong. But the truth is, we have to live our lives the way we want to live them and not for other people. They're always gonna have something to say about us, whether it's good or bad. This kind of reminds me of a few months ago when I dropped out of college. Yes, I left college because it was just not it. It was not for me. I was so worried about telling my parents because I was like, oh my god, are they gonna think that their daughter is just a bum or a failure? But the truth is, it's like at the end of the day, if that era in my life was not fitting me anymore and not making me happy, and I know what makes me happy and I'm now doing it, there's no shame in that. No one can tell me anything, because it's like, if I was living for them, I would be miserable. I'd be stuck doing things that I initially don't want to do. And whether they want to support me or not, this is your journey. This is my journey. We get to live it however we want to live it. And that is a hard one to practice. I will say sometimes what people say can get to me, but I'm practicing in 2024 of not letting other people's negative remarks or comments or judgments, whether they're family or friends or random people, we all need to practice not letting that type of stuff get to us. Spending money on things you don't need, and instead invest in things that will make you more money. So, for instance, spending money on something you see in the store that's really cute, like a top. If you already have a ton of clothes at home, why buy that top? Why not spend that however much, let's say $5, on opening a Shopify store and creating your own brand for $1 a month? Or putting that $5 into an investment fund and letting that $5 build, and then you just start living off your interest. One of my biggest mistakes of 2023 was just wasting money. Like, I wasted so much money on food, I wasted so much money on my hair, because I live in a town where I can't really get my hair done, and the person that was doing my hair was just overcharging way too much, and I kind of didn't know what I was doing. And then I was wasting my money on clothes, spending like over $200 on clothes, when it's like I could have saved that money and used it for something that would make me more money. Snoozing. Practice not doing it so much. I'm still pretty guilty of this. 2024, I'm still snoozing like pretty much every day, but that is a small little goal of mine. Even if I'm just like, oh, I want to snooze for 5 more minutes. No, I just need to practice getting up. Like, as soon as my alarm goes off, I need to practice getting up. But I've just gotten into the habit for about 1.5 years now of snoozing every single time my alarm goes off. And honestly, I feel more and more tired the more I snooze. I don't know if that's just me, but that's the truth. Comparing yourself to others. Practice sharing the greatness. So this is something that I've been practicing in the new year, because last year I really got depressed over the fact that I was just simply comparing myself, and it made my self-esteem go 100% down. But what I'm doing this year is, if I see an attractive woman, for instance, just for example, online, I'm like, oh wow, she's beautiful, but I'm beautiful too. We're both beautiful. Like, I have accepted that I am not the only pretty girl in the world, or the only girl in the world, to where it's like there are other people out here that are great as well, but that doesn't mean that I'm less great than they are or better than they are. We're all just great. We're all just sharing the greatness. So if she's a baddie, then I'm a baddie too. That is my new tactic that I've been using. I don't know if that video was too fast or not. Let me know if you guys want a part 2, but that was just 10 things that I really want to work on in the year of 2024 that I wanted to share with you guys. If you guys did enjoy the video, please be sure to give me a thumb up. What? Please be sure to give me a thumbs up. And subscribe, and comment down below anything that you want to work on in the year of 2024. And I hope you guys enjoyed this video, and I will just see you guys in my next video. Bye guys.